on road, on Avons.
Welcome to Brands Hatch then for the Pro-Tyre Motorsport Ginetta GT5 Championship race that we've got coming up for you here. A very entertaining race in prospect, no doubt about that, 20 minutes long, and hopefully it'll be half as entertaining as the other two races we've had so far today. It's the first one we've got live on Motors TV, and so let's take a look at the grid. It's Ollie Chadwick who's going to be starting on pole position. Callum Poynton, the championship leader, or the second place runner in the championship, will start in second place. James Kellett in third. So our top three in the championship are in reverse order in the first three positions. Fantastic. Ryan Hadfield will start in fourth place. James Robinson there in fifth. Watch out for Stuart Lynn trying to carve his way through. Same can be said of Luca Hurst. Russ Simpson completing the top 10. And also Nick Zapolsky is always a man to watch out for. The cars are making their way onto the grid then now, and Ollie Chadwick there has won both of the races so far this weekend. He's going to be on pole position. Callum Poynton is alongside him. It's Kellett and Hadfield on row 2. The 15th round of the Pro-Tyre Motorsport Ginetta GT5 Championship about to get underway here at Brands Hatch. The yellow and black car on pole position, that is Ollie Chadwick. It's Callum Poynton, the man who's second in the championship, alongside him on the front row. Championship leader James Kellett is third, Ryan Hadfield is fourth, James Robinson and Stuart Lynn complete our top 6 as we get ready for the racing action to begin. 20 minutes of franticness about to get underway. We've got the GT5 class and the GT5 Plus class. We'll talk more about the different classes in a couple of moments' time, but let's first of all focus our eyes on the red lights that are about to come up. A long old pause again, and away we go, and it's a very bad start from Ollie Chadwick. He loses the lead of the race. Callum Poynton it is who leads. Ryan Hadfield is coming around the outside to try and take second position away. Ollie Chadwick still has the inside line coming into the first corner. We're on board with Stuart Lynn as he safely makes his way through. And now they climb up the hill towards the hairpin at Druids. But a good start from Callum Poynton, who won both of the races at Spa-Francorchamps last time out. He is into the lead of the race. Chadwick then into second. Where did James Kellett end up in all of that? I think it might be down in fourth place, James Kellett. Yes, so Kellett down to fourth. He lost out to Ryan Hadfield, who made a good start around the outside. He's already trying to launch his way back past as well. And already we've got side-by-side action in the other class out there. Basically, you've got the two classes. One is the GT5 class, which they're in the same car, but one's a souped-up race car, one's a normal road car. The GRDC Plus class have the same 1.8-litre engine, but it's less tuned, and they've got road tyres and an H-pattern gearbox, whereas the GT5 class have got a modified ZTEC engine, slick tyres and a sequential box. So same fundamental cars, but different modifications on the cars mean they are very different in terms of speed. But it's Callum Poynton then who has managed to take the lead of the race. The man from Wetley Rocks is in third.
Chadwick has done a very good job in salvaging a solid second place from the start, because he just got absolutely swamped and he looks really, really on the case of the leader. He's right on the tail of the lead man, Poynton.
Yeah,
he's in the slipstream.
Nose to tail coming down towards Paddock Hill Bend. And Poynton knows it, so he keeps his car just in the middle of the circuit.
It's going to be a good battle between these two. Really good battle for the next few laps, and see if Chadwick can find a gap. As he goes up the inside of Drew, is not quite there. As the battle, we've got a battle for first, second, and then third seems to be a little bit quieter, a little bit further back there. But yes, Chadwick, very, very bad start from him indeed, but salvaged it quite well.
Yeah, exactly. He's got away with it for now, hasn't he? So as they come down into the left-hander, oh, there's a look up the inside from James Kellett, championship leader, knows he needs to get past. He can see the two guys disappearing off in front of him, and that's got to be frustrating.
Very frustrating, yes. So doing everything possible to try and make that move stick by the inside. They're pushing, literally he's pushing him down the back straight, coming down into the sort of the long drop into Hawthorns, which is a very steep uphill. Down on the brakes, down a gear, and back on the power again, using every inch of road. As you can see there, the yellow and black car of Chadwick trying to make a move, but the battle, I think, really is a little bit livelier now between these three.
Yeah, well, Kellett's got past. Kellett's got past into third place, past Ryan Hadfield. So James Kellett up into third position, and he will now try and close in on the race leaders as quickly as possible. Kellett won the third race of the weekend at Spa after Callum Boynton had won the first two. Ollie Chadwick hadn't won a race since Rockingham, since the last time we were watching them live here on Motors TV, and since then he's won two here at Brands Hatch so far this weekend. So runs the live cameras, does Ollie Chadwick.
Motors TV is his friend, yeah. Unlike some people, when they're on camera, they do absolutely terribly well.
Motors TV is everybody's friend.
Yes, well no, especially Chadwick. He used to come alive when he's being filmed.
Looking to the inside line as they come up towards Druids, and Boynton came across. You can see him sort of gingerly coming across. He wasn't quite sure where Chadwick was. And this is exactly what James Kellett needs to close in on the two leaders. Now he's got a little bit of clear air. You can see how quickly he's whizzed away from Ryan Hadfield. Callum Boynton it is. The TCR team leading the way, getting a little thought and a little bit of opposite lock as he comes into the corner. But Ollie Chadwick not past yet.
He's got a really good run as well, actually. He did a bit of a dummy on the way into Surtees. He's got a very good run as he comes down the main straight, or the back straight as it were, down the dip, coming up into Hawthorne's corner. He's very, very quick, generally all around the circuit, like they both are really, but Chadwick just seems to have the edge really from winning the previous race, and loves this circuit to go from one side then being forced to the other side. Kellett, I'll be surprised, can't see it on the camera shot now, but I'll be very surprised if he literally, there you go, he's very, very close now. He has clawed his way up as these two are tripping over themselves and holding each other up, believe it or not. Kellett, there he is, within 2 or 3 corners, bang, there we go, let's get involved in this battle. I want the win, I'm with you now, here we go.
And he's got the momentum as well, so he has rocketed up to the back of Ollie Chadwick. Will he make a move as they come down towards Clearways? Not quite close enough, I don't think. On the brakes, into the right-hander, and a big movement there for Ollie Chadwick. Just kept it together, but that's going to allow Kellett through. It's also going to allow Ryan Hadfield through too, but that could have been a lot worse for Ollie Chadwick. That's not the place to be sideways.
No, not at all, especially when you've got the rest of the pack bearing down and you're breathing down and you're wanting that position because you've had quite a dominant, successful weekend. So great for the 4th and 5th battle there. That's just brought everyone closer together. Maybe Chadwick's got a problem, maybe his tyres have got too hot, set the tyre pressures wrongly, maybe, I don't know, but he seems to be really struggling for grip in that yellow and black car that's now in 4th place.
Second in the championship last year was Ollie Chadwick. He'll be desperate to go one better. At the moment, he's one worse. 4th in the race, 3rd in the championship. Callum Boynton will be very happy if he can hold on ahead of James Kellett to close in Kellett's championship advantage. But of course, 2 wins for Chadwick this weekend means that it's incredibly close at the top of the series. They drop down the hill and then climb up the other side towards Hawthorne's. The problem now for Chadwick is that he's got Ryan Hadfield in between them, and Hadfield, as we've already seen, doesn't seem to quite have the pace of the guys in front. The Ginetta Juniors graduate, 18-year-old from Buxton, had podiums in Ginetta Juniors last year, and he's making the step up to the GT5 Challenge this season. Hadfield, though, I've been saying all that, he set the fastest lap of the race last time through, and he's still sticking with Kellett as they come out into Clearways.
This is brilliant. One make championship racing, you know. Young kids, up and coming, wanting to, you know, make it into GTs or touring cars or whatever it may be, wherever their career path takes them. As they're getting in the slipstream, they're going on the outside of Paddock Bend. We've seen it done before. No, not quite. Boynton very, very good on the brakes there, but is he so good on the brakes that he's run wide now and given a big gap on the way into Druids? He's having to block. He really is holding Kellett up. Kellett is looks like the fastest man on the circuit, and he is. 1 minute 41.86 is his lap, so he's just gone fastest.
So James Kellett, the man from Leeds, who was runner-up in the Ginetta Junior Championship last season, desperately trying to put pressure on our race leader, Callum Boynton. Kellett, just 17 years of age, and as you say, it is great to see these youngsters doing battle. Poynton, Kellett, Hadfield, the top three. How far back is Chadwick from making a move on Hadfield? The answer is quite a way, to be honest. In fact, if anything, it's Luca Hurst behind him in the orange car that Chadwick needs to be concentrating his efforts on a little bit more.
Hadfield in third is a little bit further back. Okay, it's half a car length back. But if Kellett makes a move on Poynton and it doesn't go right, or it pushes them both wide, then Hadfield is just about at the right distance to clean up and take that lead.
As far as the GRDC Plus class is going, I mean, to be honest, it's pretty sedate out there. Rob Keogh's leading it, 1.8 seconds clear of Ben Hyland in second, and then it's 8 seconds back to Charles Ferguson in third, with the top four completed by Sean Fleming, a further 5 seconds back. So they're really spread out, hence our focus on the GT5 cars, because they are anything but spread out. Across the line they come, nose to tail for the lead, just 1/10 of a second between them as they turn into Paddock Hill Bend. 11 minutes to go, so we're almost at the halfway mark, and that was a little bit wide from Callum Poynton. Is that the opportunity for Kellett? He looks to the inside line, and he moves into the lead of the race. I'm surprised Poynton didn't try and get over sooner to cover it. Maybe Kellett took such speed, he was already there.
Once he's been pushed wide there, it's very, very difficult to get back quickly enough, because you're going to lose more time. So I think it was a case of, you know, I've made a mistake, yeah, let's just let Kellett through maybe, and then tag onto him and chase him. But that's just given you
Hadfield looking up the inside of Callum Poynton now, and that's going to force Poynton wide, if not onto the grass, then perhaps into a touch. All that plays into the hand of the yellow and black car of Ollie Chadwick, who all of a sudden can get himself involved in this fight. I don't think we're going to go 3 wide on the run up into Hawthorns, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I think you might be.
Okay, I think we've just about taken the sensible pill and gone in there 2 abreast. That's the chance for Ollie Chadwick on the exit of the corner, coming down to Westfield Bend. Is he through? Yes, he is. So Chadwick back up into third. So it's Kellett, Poynton, Chadwick, the top three. A little bit spread out. Luca Hurst looking to the inside line as they come up the hill, but not quite able to get past Ryan Hadfield there. So halfway mark, 10 minutes gone. James Kellett leads. Oh, and a spin in there, and that means Luca Hurst has to take avoiding action. I think that was Ryan Hadfield who went around, and he has ended up in the gravel trap on the exit of Stirling's. Did Luca Hurst get going again? No, they're both beat.
They're both together. Oh, that was because of the shade of the trees. That literally just happened. We couldn't see that. It happened very, very quickly.
So,
what a shame. Hadfield was doing so well.
Yeah, absolutely. So that means that this battle between Robinson and Lynn, we're on board with Stuart Lynn here, as he is up behind Ian Robinson. They are now battling over 4th position. Sorry, it's James Robinson. Brown Druids. The top three separated by 1.5 seconds as they cross the line that time. Will we see that gap close in, or will we see that gap spread out? That is the question we will find out in the remaining 9 minutes in our penultimate race of the day here on Motors TV. Live from Brands Hatch anyway. Kellett leading, Poynton second. There you can see the marshals desperately trying to push the 41 car of Ryan Hadfield out of the gravel trap. There is your answer. Ollie Chadwick right up behind Callum Poynton now, and he knows it's pretty urgent to get past because he wants to close in, or at least try and close in on James Kellett.
They're also going to approach a yellow flag section of the circuit as well, which they'll be coming out to very shortly, which is the incident that's being cleaned up that we've just seen. So the move can't be done now, even though Chadwick was looking like on a right mission to outbrake the car in front. There we go.
Now it's nose to tail as they come down towards the final corner. A bit of lappery on one of the GRDC Plus cars. And keeping put out of the way there is Guy Redwood. And that has given Ollie Chadwick a decent run on Callum Poynton as they come across the line. This is the battle for second place. Chadwick not quite close enough to send the lunge into Paddock Hill Bend. Then up towards Druids. Still not quite close enough for Ollie Chadwick in this battle over second place. Ollie Chadwick up into second position, manages to get past Callum Poynton. That all started really at Paddock Hill Bend. Poynton was forced to defence, and that is a real shame for Callum Poynton, but Ollie Chadwick now will try and close in on the leader. Here's a look at the replay of the spin. I think that was just by himself.
Yeah, just went in too fast, The back end came round, and then unfortunately for Hurst, got sort of collected on the way through really, but no damage done to both of them, just inconvenience to everyone else and annoying for them that are in the gravel. Real shame.
Stuart Lind didn't mind though.
No, let's have a couple more places, thanks very much.
And you can see the cars now recovering to the circuit. They've recovered the car of Ryan Hadfield, and now they've just got to recover the other car in there as well of Luca Hurst.
There's another winner. Now's the time to give the award-winning Rio Vegas a spin. We have blackjack and roulette, as well as hot games like Gonzo's Quest. Rio Vegas has more games than anybody else. For 20 free spins, sign up today at leovegas.com. King of Mobile Casino.
Why wait? With Durex Pleasure Gels, you can make any occasion special. Durex Pleasure Gels. Shop durex.co.uk.
Build and drive the Lamborghini Huracan. Unique radio control ready and complete with a powerful nitro engine. Go online now to buildthehuracan.com and discover how you can build and drive this stunning 1:10 scale model with high quality parts and a step-by-step assembly guide. This unique supercar is only available to Model Space. So go to buildthehuracan.com and get your exclusive offer today.
We need something that says dependable.
Pounds to pocket do longs from 6 to 12 months, depending on what suits you.
Find out more at poundstopocket.co.uk.
On track, on road, on Avons.
6.5 minutes to go here in the Ginetta Motorsport, the Proton Motorsport Ginetta GT5 Challenge here from Brands Hatch. 6 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Our race leader is James Kellett, and here he comes across the line now. The gap was 1.7 seconds back to Ollie Chadwick in second place. It's now 1.5, so he's taking a couple of tenths of a second a lap.
That was just on the fastest lap again, so 1 minute 41.63. So Chadwick on a real charge now. His car's settled down, didn't get the best of starts as we know, and then dropped back, got sort of engulfed by all the others, and then now he's on his own chasing the leader. Can he do it in time with over just under 6 minutes remaining? He's done the fastest lap, he's chasing the leader. There's our Hadfield, I think, just slowly cruising around, letting them all go from his on his own innocent spin. That's Sterling that we saw earlier, that's been cleared up at the moment. Kellett, what a commanding lead at the moment. Can Chadwick pull it back?
Well, Kellett knows that he needs to set the fastest first sector of anyone on this lap so far, so we'll see who takes the spoils in the middle sector. 5 minutes to go, and James Kellett will be over the moon if he can take a victory here and stop Ollie Chadwick's excellent run that he's had this weekend at Brands Hatch. That'll consolidate Kellett's championship lead too, as they swing up through Sterling's, through Dingle Dell, then towards Sterling's. You see Hadfield now, he's got that bit of clear space behind. He's starting to lap at the same pace with the guys behind. Then we've got Stuart Lind, who's in 4th place. He's managed to get away from Robinson in 5th. Nick Zapolsky's in 6th. Jack Pinshaw's in 7th place. Brian Simpson Taylor completing the top 10. Rob Keogh still comfortably leading the GRDC Plus class ahead of Ben Highland in 2nd place. And Charles Ferguson in 3rd. Now getting more and more spread out. Callum Poynton actually that time through set the fastest lap of the race. There is Rob Keogh, the man from Bristol who had his novice season last year, and he's performing very well this year in the Want to Race team. He's got a degree in mechanical engineering, So there's your fact of the day about Rob Keogh. And that'll be your fact of the day every time I give you a fact of the day about Rob Keogh.
And the teams want to race, and he is racing. There you go. He's got what he wants.
Kellett again setting the fastest first sector of anyone on this tour. Oh, and as they come up through the right-hander of Sterling's, you can see the race leaders, well, this is second and third, making their way down towards the right-hander. 3.5 minutes to go. We just had a big spin coming out of the final corner and down towards pit entry. And it was Alexis Taylor from York who's had the spin. The tyres screeching and we could see it out of the window. Just managed to avoid hitting the barrier at the pit lane entry. It was a really quick moment, but Alexis Taylor back in the race with 3 minutes remaining here in the Pro Time Motorsports Ginetta GT5 Championships. This is the probably going to be the penultimate lap that we're starting now. Callum Poynton set the fastest lap last time around, but again Kellett extended his lead over Chadwick. Chadwick extended his lead over Poynton. So I don't think we're going to get too much movement in these final 2 laps of this Brands Hatch Grand Prix circuit.
Depends on the back markers, wherever these two catch, or 3 really, because they're quite evenly spaced out. It depends where they catch the back markers up, if it plays into their hands or not, really. Kellett definitely got the jump on the way into Graham Hill on the back marker that we're seeing on the left, the white car with blue stripes. Chadwick, nice easy move, but had to take the slightly tighter line to overtake the back marker, which means he'll be slightly slower on the way the back straight. Kellett is now using the back marker in front of him for an aerodynamic tow, getting pulled along, using the other car to break the air in front of him, so he is played into his hands perfectly on the back markers there. So I think you might be right, Jack, unless any mechanical failure happens or any sort of brain fade from the drivers. It's looking like the order will stay the same, but you never know.
You never know.
That was my fact of the day.
A minute and a half to go, so they'll be coming through to start the final lap in a couple of moments' time. 1 minute 41 is roughly the kind of lap times these guys are doing, so only enough time, or not enough time for another lap once they will have finished the next one. So James Kellett down towards the final corner. This is going to be good news for his championship after a difficult first 2 races. Well, not difficult, he didn't win them, he finished third in the second race earlier on today. And it's not a bad way to win, as long as you start winning 1 race a weekend, even if your rivals win 2, if the rivals take turns in alternating, you'll be alright. So Chadwick won 2 to Kellett's 1 this weekend, and Poynton won 2 to Kellett's 1 in Spa, but Kellett's the man who's consistently on the top step every single race. Final lap of the race then, into Graham Hill Bend. James Kellett leading, Ollie Chadwick in second. Gap came down a little on that previous lap by 0.2 of a second. And in turn, Chadwick managed to pull away from Callum Poynton in third position. So that'll calm his nerves just a little bit.
Good recovery there for Chadwick though, don't you think? Good recovery.
Yeah.
Probably back to 4th or 5th, I think he did. And then just clawing his way back. Just a good bit of move, good couple of moves, good manoeuvres, late on the brakes, being brave as well. As we see Kellett there passing another back marker into the very fast, slightly bumpy Westfield.
Yeah, and that was dealt with without much problem at all. As he comes up into the left-hander at Sterling's for the final time. Had to work hard for this one, James Kellett, didn't he?
Yes, and Chadwick's still not giving up, still chasing it. It's caught him hand over fist over the last couple of corners.
But into the final corner comes James Kellett. He's going to extend his championship lead after Ollie Chadwick won the first 2 races of the Pro Tire Motorsport Ginetta GT5 Challenge. Kellett responds and wins race 3 of the weekend here at Brands Hatch. Ollie Chadwick across the line in second. Callum Poynton dropping back in the championship a little bit, finishes in third place. It's going to be 4th position for Stuart Lynn. And now keep an eye out for Rob Keogh in the 37 car, because he is going to take victory in the GRDC Plus class. That was a very close moment over the line between Fleming and Marshall, and that was for 4th place overall. So Rob Keogh is out there on the circuit. There he is, coming down the back stretch, and he's still got sort of most of the lap to go. The man from Bristol, he had a best of 9th last season at Donington Park, but this year he's really started performing well and consistently running towards the front of the order. So that's fantastic to see from Rob Keogh. As he only has a couple of corners now to go. I think he's still got Ben Highland on the same lap as him as well. So if he goes off now, he will lose the win, but he's only got one more corner to go now, so he should be all right as Rob Keogh comes down towards Clearways for the final time. Great drive from him. He's 11 seconds up the road from his main rival, so Rob Keogh in the GRDC Plus class takes a superb victory here at Brands Hatch. Really strong drive, 11 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. It's Ben Highland in second, and it's already Charles Ferguson who has finished in 3rd place. He came across the line a little bit earlier on because he did lap behind performance from Ben Highland as well. So let's look at the results. James Kellett taking the victory. Ollie Chadwick in 2nd place, having started on pole position. He'll be a bit frustrated. Callum Poynter finishing 3rd. Stuart Lynn and James Robinson completing the top 5. Sapolsky, Minshaw, Dan O'Brien, Russ Simpson and Mohamed El Shimi completing our top 10 in the Pro Tyre Motorsports Ginetta GT5 Challenge.
On track, on road, on Avons.